Hall of Fame ceremony.
I watched all of it. Enjoyable time. Actually, I didn't watch all of it. I missed Beth. And
Hers was pretty all right.
That was the only one I didn't watch. Eric LeGrand, very, very hard story. I definitely feel I can't sympathize with him, but I empathize with him. I feel one day that man's gonna walk again. That's gonna be a very satisfying day. Kurt Angle, definitely great to see. Definitely fun to hear Jim Cornette and learn about the Rock and Roll Express because I don't know a ton about them. And what else was I gonna say?
Speech of the night for me
made me feel really good.
Speech of the night for me was DDP. That's like the one speech I thought about rewatching because it was so good. Like his Macho Man impression and all that. And his like heavy breathing, like in his Dusty stories, especially that one at the end where he's like, "What the hell are you doing here then? If you don't, you don't want to be world champion." That was great stuff. And he's just, that he's such a nice guy, and he helped Jake the Snake Roberts. He helped Scott Hall. They wouldn't be there at the ceremony without him. He's a great guy, and he's a great performer too. I just love the storyline of that he didn't start wrestling until he's 35, and it was just like it's never too late. And it felt really good. I really liked EDP. Yeah, and when he was like, "I'm never going to be world champion," he's like, "Then why are you even here in the first place?" That felt good. Good speeches. Kurt Angle's speech was really short. Yeah, that also was disappointing. This entire ceremony reminded me why I sometimes hate wrestling fans, because this fucking event is obviously, these people aren't in character. They're not in character. This is an event. I don't even know why they invite fans. I guess I understand, but this is a night for the wrestlers, for the wrestling community, like for the actual talent. People who are currently wrestling can get wisdom from people going to the Hall of Fame. The people Hall of Fame can employ wisdom and just, celebrate and share their career with other people. And it's just a feel-good time. And the fact that they'll show Roman Reigns and the crowd would boo him, this real-life guy, I find that completely disrespectful and it pissed me off. Yeah, I agree in that it's dumb, but, I mean, hey, you invite wrestling fans to a goddamn arena. And what do you expect them to do? You expect them to be quiet? No, they're gonna scream. They paid money. They're allowed to scream and chant and boo. They're wrestling fans, and they're in an arena. They're tempted to. I think this thing just shouldn't be open to fans. Honestly, it just shouldn't be open to fans. I think it's a mix. They don't add anything. They don't add anything to the show. Yeah. So it's the Hall of Fame ceremony. It's not wrestling. The reason why wrestling is in front of a crowd like that is because they use the crowd to work off stuff. They listen to their reactions. They listen to who's cheering for who. Why do you need a crowd here? Why does a wrestling fan say, "Oh man, I was there when Kurt Angle made his speech"? Like he spoke. No, I disagree. I would actually love to see that. I completely disagree. I would love to be like, man, I was there when Hulk Hogan gave a speech. That is stuff I care about. Because when I watch wrestling, I care more about the talent. I care more about these moments. I care about the emotion a lot, and I would like to be there. But the fact that people act like these people are here in kayfabe, acting like they're wrestlers and going to boo this real life guy who has a kid, this real life guy who is a guy who likes wrestling and is here to listen to the wisdom and celebrate these people's careers and not himself, and they'll boo. I guess you can blame WWE, but also these fans need to know that they're not here for wrestling entertainment. They are here for something else that night, and I think it's from both sides. They need to be smarter. I mean, they're in an arena. Like I said, they paid money. They're gonna do all they want. WWE can't do a thing about it. It's on them. The fans are their responsibility at that point. Yeah, I know, but I'm still going to get mad at people for doing that because I find it disrespectful. Yeah, but you can't yell at a crowd as a whole. A crowd is a whole different specimen. It's somebody sees one person cheering, and the other person's going to cheer. Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. There is such a people are very sheepish with chants, and that annoys me. The fact that during the fucking national anthem during WrestleMania, someone held a sign that said "We hate Roman." I want to find that guy and punch him in the goddamn face. That pisses me off. Like, you are not that moment that you were there is not have anything to do with Roman Reigns. It's the national anthem. You don't have to sing it.
All right. But that moment is not about Roman Reigns. You are fucking obsessed with Roman Reigns. You're going to hold up a sign. And I'm sure I swear to God, if that's somebody who got mad at Colin Kaepernick for putting his knee down, but he'll put a sign up during the national anthem, that guy can fuck off. Maybe he's not, but holding a sign, that's completely disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
I'm
pay
not even a
attention.
national anthem like guy who's like, oh, you really need to sing it, you really need to care. It's not about that. Maybe just don't hold the sign up. That moment had nothing to do with wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. The crowd is the reason why they're there. So I do think they deserve some respect, but you can't do stuff like that.
You can't just do whatever. Yes, technically you can just do whatever you want, but if you're just going to do whatever you want, then I can also judge you for doing whatever you want, and I'll get mad at you.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, WWE shouldn't be, muting crowds.
Oh, I agree. They shouldn't mute crowds. You tell it like it is. But yeah, that was something that made me mad. And Tom and Steve were right there with me. They were like, "Yeah, that guy can fucking kill himself."
Yeah.
Sorry, I know that was.
I don't know if I go that far.
I know, but it's something you say in the moment because you're like, man, that guy. I mean, he must be so cool that he's like still mad at Roman Reigns during the goddamn national anthem. Something about so much more than a wrestling character.
Yeah.
I think it's just a moment where you calm down. Anyways, a great Raw, a very great Raw. We don't have a ton of time to talk about it. All I'm going to say, Kurt Angle is the GM. I'm very excited about this. I didn't love Mick Foley as GM. I did like him, but knowing there's so many storylines, knowing that we might have a wrestling GM who wrestles from now on, I know Shane does. He's the commissioner. But knowing we might have a wrestling GM who puts himself in matches like every 2 or 3 times a year, and that he might be doing this for a while is exciting. An exciting prospect. He's a funny guy, and he knows exactly what he's doing, and people love him. Like, people like Mick Foley. People love Kurt Angle because it has been so long, and it's gonna feel really good. Even that moment with Sami Zayn was just funny. In the Jinder Mahal stuff, I loved it.
Yeah, definitely, it's like whenever Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon were paired up, it was like, okay, that's a little weird. Like, no one really knew where it was going to go, and it didn't really go anywhere for a really long time. But Kurt Angle by himself is good. He hasn't been there in forever. Just seeing him interact with everyone, like Enzo and Cass, that was a good moment. Yeah, glad to see him back.